Now it's nearly the end of May and the plants are all growing really well, and you can see it's becoming quite jungle in here now. The plants are getting tall, flowering, and the first seeds are starting to arrive as well. Here we have a cucumber plant that's producing lots of flowers. And just next to it we have a broad bean, which started flowering a week or so ago and now is already producing the first broad beans. One of the things I find really interesting is seeing the differences between the crops and their wild relatives, because some of them look really very different. So here we have two lettuces. Which one do you think is the crop and which one's the wild relative? I think it's probably quite obvious because the one on the left definitely looks like a lettuce. This is Lactuca sativa, whereas Lactuca cereola looks quite different, less edible to me. And if you look at the leaves, it has these spines on the leaves. So these spines on the leaves of the wild lettuce indicate that it invests more in defending itself from herbivores than the crop lettuce. And this difference might also be shown underground as well, because of course there are things that can eat the roots of these plants. And so when we come to look at the chemicals that are released from the roots, we may see differences there as well. Another difference between the crops and their wild relatives can be in how fast they grow, and we're definitely seeing that with the barley. The barley landrace, the crop, is already starting to make the grains, whereas the wild relative is a little bit behind and looks a bit more like a weedy grass. In just another week or so we'll be able to start the harvest, and then we'll be able to see if there are any differences in the roots of these crops and their wild relatives.